The rain hammered against the dusty glass windows of Falcon Eye advertising as Hadesa sat frozen in her swivel chair, staring at the glowing red numbers on her screen. Client cancellations. Unpaid invoices. Campaigns pulled halfway through. Only a year ago, her agency had been the darling of the city. Bold ideas, big contracts, and her name whispered in boardrooms with respect. Now, the walls of her once buzzing office echoed with silence. Staff had left. The phones barely rang. And the worst part. The man she had built dreams with had walked out, leaving her alone with debts, doubt, and a heart that felt like it had been crushed under the weight of everything she had worked for. It had all started with a major contract she secured with a telecommunications giant, a deal so big it promised to triple Falcon Eye's revenue. She hired more staff, upgraded equipment, and poured everything into delivering the campaign. But halfway through, the client's management changed, and the new executives scrapped the project entirely. Payments were delayed, suppliers demanded their fees, and the agency's cash flow collapsed. One evening, after staying late to sort through unpaid bills, she called Joel, the man she had loved for 4 years. His voice sounded distant. "Joel, can you come over tonight?" I just need someone to talk to," she said quietly. He hesitated. "Hadesa, I think we need to talk, but not over the phone." They met at their favorite cafe. But instead of his usual smile, Joel's face was tight, his eyes restless. "I don't know how to say this. I've been seeing someone else," he blurted out. Her breath caught. "For how long?" "A while. I didn't plan it, but..." "Hadesa, you've been so stressed lately. I just don't see us working out." That night, she drove home in silence, the rain blurring her vision. She didn't cry right away. The tears came later, muffled into her pillow so the neighbors wouldn't hear. The office of Falcon Eye advertising was alive with the clatter of keyboards and bursts of laughter. Hadesa, in her signature red heels, walked confidently from desk to desk, reviewing campaign mock-ups. "This is it, team. This is the kind of creativity that wins awards," she beamed. Her phone buzzed with Joel's text. "Dinner tonight?" "My treat, boss lady." She smiled. Life felt unstoppable. Her phone buzzed again, this time with a payment reminder from her landlord. She stared at it, unable to move. The following weeks felt like a blur. She began missing days at the office. Emails went unanswered. She avoided her friends' calls. Depression wrapped around her like a heavy blanket she couldn't shake off. One Sunday, there was a gentle knock at her apartment door. It was Amma, her neighbor from 2 doors down. "Hadesa, you've been inside for too long. Come to church with me today. Just come. No pressure." She wanted to refuse. She had nothing to wear, no energy to pretend she was okay, but something in Amma's voice disarmed her. "All right," she whispered. That morning, she sat at the very back of the church. The choir began to sing, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden." Her chest tightened. She tried to swallow the lump in her throat, but the tears came, hot and unstoppable. She didn't care who saw. The pastor's sermon was about job, about losing everything yet trusting God. "Sometimes," he said, "God lets the bottom fall out so you'll stop holding onto the floor and start reaching for his hand." It felt like he was speaking directly to her. That day, she walked to the altar. Her legs trembled, but her heart felt lighter than it had in months. She whispered through tears, "Lord, I give you everything, even the mess." Hadesa at 3 a.m., hunched over her desk, eyes swollen from crying, whispering, "I can't do this anymore." Bills scattered across the floor. A rejected proposal glowing on her laptop screen. Sunlight streaming in through the blinds. Hadesa smiling faintly as she types a proposal, pausing only to underline a verse. "The Lord will restore the years the locust has eaten." Life didn't magically fix itself the next morning, but something inside her had shifted. She began waking early to pray, reading scripture over her fears, and slowly returning to Falcon Eye with a renewed sense of purpose. 6 months later, a woman from church, a respected corporate communications director, visited her office. She had heard about Hadasa's work and was looking for a local partner for a nationwide rebranding campaign. The contract was bigger than the one she had lost, and this time, had Asa managed it with wisdom, prayer, and better systems. Within a year, Falcon Eye advertising was not just recovered, it was triple the size it had been at its peak. And love. She didn't chase it. But 2 years later, she met Pius, a kind, God-fearing man who prayed with her before every major decision. Looking back, Asa would often stand in front of the church and share her testimony. I thought I had lost everything, my business, my relationship, my joy. But Christ gave me back more than I lost, and he gave me peace no one can take away. My breakdown was the doorway to my breakthrough.